Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the new chapter, that is light. Today only the introduction will be given to you, and maybe from next class, online class will be there. So we will start in the online class. So light is a form of energy which make us to anything to see. Here, light is form of energy which help us to see any object. Here, so light, we have to read various property of light: reflection, refraction, and dispersion, and scattering. So we have to get familiar with these properties of light. Light, according to Newton, always travel in a straight line. Clear? But later on, when you will go in class 10, you will see that there are different concepts related to light. So you have to discuss all this property in this chapter. First, reflection. So all of you know that reflection of light takes place from mirror. So what is the mirror? Mirror is a surface through which reflection of light takes place. So it may generally, mirror is a plane surface through which reflection of light takes place. So mirror are of three types: plane, and if you divide a spherical mirror in two parts, you will get concave and convex. So plane mirror is like this: plane surface whose one surface is polished. Mirror, if there are two transparent surface are there, if you polish one surface, then it will act as a mirror. Suppose window, you have seen glass window. So you polish the glass from one side, you will see that the reflection start to takes place. But the reflection is not so strong, so you are not getting a perfect image. Clear? So reflection are of two types: regular and irregular. In the mirror, maybe there is regular reflection or irregular reflection. In regular reflection, you will not get the you will get the image, clear image. In irregular reflection, you will not get the clear image. We will discuss this, but first you see that we are talking about the basic thing: reflection. What do you mean by reflection? Reflection means bouncing back of light after striking a surface. This bouncing back of light after striking the surface is known as reflection. Maybe you have read in a previous class also that bouncing back of light is known as reflection. Now, when the light bounces back, then there is at the point of strike, if you draw one perpendicular, then all of you know this ray which is coming toward this point is known as incident ray, and the ray after bouncing from the surface going away is known as reflected ray. This angle, the angle between normal and incident ray, is known as angle of incidence. Angle between reflected ray and normal is known as angle of reflection. This already you have heard. Here, always see, this is angle of incidence. If in question it is given, this is like this is angle 30 degree, this is angle 30 degree. What is angle of incidence? So this is angle of incidence. So this is 90, whole is 90, 90 minus 30, so this will be 60 degree. So this is about reflection. Now, regular and irregular reflection. Regular reflection, you can see it is drawn like this. Suppose this is the surface, plane surface here, and light are coming in the form of parallel beams of light. All rays are parallel to each other. Then, if they are making angle I, all are incident at angle I, then after reflection also they will be parallel, and this angle after reflection, this will be r, this will be also r, and this will be also r. This is regular reflection. So if some object is here, so you will get a clear image of that object if you are seeing from here. So this is meaning of regular. Irregular, irregular means rays are parallel but the surface is not smooth. Surface is like this. Parallel rays are striking. Because of irregular surface, they are not, the reflected ray are not parallel to each other. They are like this. You can see they are not parallel, means light diverges. So this ray of light which is coming from the object is diverged in different direction. So you will get a blurred image here. So blurred image means the image is not clear, and you cannot see the image also. This type of reflection is taking from book, wall, and all the things. Here this type of reflection is from mirror. Now you have seen that you cannot see your face on the book or wall. If you see the wall from the microscope or any other, you will see the surface is not smooth, it is irregular like this. So this type of reflection is irregular. One more thing, that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection in both cases. Law of reflection will be followed. Law of reflection already you have learned in previous class. Law of reflection. What is first law of reflection? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Sorry, this is second. Angle I is equal to angle R. Normal incident ray and reflected ray all lie in the same plane. All lie in the same plane. This is first law. And second law is angle I is equal to angle R. You must write the language. Then angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Remember student that the second law of reflection, first law of reflection is valid for all the surface. See, here all angle of incidence are same. All angle of reflection are also same. But you can see here the angle of incidence and angle of reflection for particular ray it is true, but for all it is not true. If this is I, this is suppose R1. This I will be equal to, this is I1, this I1 will be equal to R1. Clear? Second, if this is I2, this is R2, so I2 is equal to R2. I3, R3, I3 is equal to R3. Means law of reflection is valid for particular ray, but all the angle of incidence is not equal to all angle of reflection. That is the difference. Here all angle of incidence is equal to all angle of reflection. All angles are same. Here all angles are not same. Angle of incidence will also vary and angle of reflection will vary. But for particular ray, angle of incidence will be always equal to angle of reflection. That is about the two different way of reflection. Okay. Now we will come to point. Plane mirror. Plane mirror means this is plane mirror. We will discuss plane mirror in short because only the property you have to learn, not the image formation. Suppose this is the object. Now if light is coming like this from this one, then it will reflect like this. If this light which is normally on the mirror will reflect back in the same path. Now this light which is coming like this will reflect like this. So that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This light, if you will elongate, it seems to coming from here. So the object which is here seems to be, if you are observing the object, if you are here, you will see the image at this point. This is the object, this is the image. Here. So you can see if this is the distance of object from the mirror, So the distance of image from the object will be also same, A. What is the difference? You can see difference is lateral inversion. Lateral inversion means the left of the object seems right in the image. Left of the object seems right in the image. This is known as in plane mirror. So lateral inversion is property of plane mirror. This is known as lateral inversion. So remember that lateral inversion is a property of plane mirror. So you have to learn only the property, not the image formation. So we will not go in detail. Now spherical mirror, concave and convex. First, concave. The shape is like a cave, so that is known as concave. This part, which is bulging outward, is polished. Bulging outward face is polished, and this part act as reflecting surface. This is front part. This front cave part act as reflecting surface, and bulging outward face is polished. This type of mirror is known as concave mirror. This is center of the mirror. Pole. Pole is center of the mirror. And through pole, and this is focus. Focus means if light is coming parallel to the principal axis, means principal axis means line joining the focus and pole. This is pole. Focus. Focus means if light coming parallel to the principal axis after reflection passes through point, that is known as focus. So focus is point through point on principal axis through which parallel ray to principal axis passes after reflection. And this distance between focus and pole is called focal length. This terms you have to understand first before going in detail. Focal length. So focal length, focus, principal axis, and center of curvature. Center of curvature means if light is passing through center of curvature and strike the mirror, it will come back to its same path. That point on the principal axis is known as center of curvature. Or better to define, suppose this is a hollow sphere and you have taken one part of it and you have colored, and suppose this is the center of that sphere from which you are taking out the mirror. So this center is known as center of curvature. Center of curvature. And this is known as radius of curvature. So you can note it down. The center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is known as its center of curvature. Clear? The center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is known as center of curvature, and the radius of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is known as radius of curvature. So these are the things, these are the basic things you must know before going in detail. Similarly, convex mirror. Convex is like this. If the inner part is polished and bulging outward part act as reflecting surface, bulging outward, then that type of mirror is known as convex mirror. Clear? Similarly, you can see center of this mirror will be pole. This is the focus. If some light is coming parallel to this principal axis, this is principal axis, so it will appear, in this case all will appear, it will appear to pass through focus. That if you have, here it is not the actual focus, it is known as virtual focus in case of convex. So the light which is coming parallel to the principal axis appear to passes through focus. This length is focal length. Distance between pole and focus is known as focal length. Twice of the focal length or center of the sphere of which this mirror is a part. Suppose you have taken mirror like this, you have taken this part and you have polished this one. So this will be convex mirror. So this have some center, this is sphere. So this is known as center of curvature. So here suppose this is the center, so center of curvature, and this is distance from pole to center of curvature is known as radius of curvature. So this is known as radius of curvature. So these are the basic things which you must see before going in detail about the mirror. So we will stop here. Thank you to all.